A/N, well, I hope you like. P.S. I done down the lyrics too. This is Halloween. Hi. My name is Raven Ether, and I am a vampire. I live in Halloween Town with the infamous Jack Skellington. I live near the cemetery, and I go there all the time when I can't sleep. It's very relaxing, and it makes me feel happy to be alive. That night Jack would dance around in the square, and we would all sing, revering the Pumpkin King. Thank you for trying verbos. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. I put on makeup so it looked like a sugar skull, and then I put on a black, Amelie-like dress. I wore black boots, and then pulled my curly hair up into a ponytail. Maybe Jack will notice me. I happily took one last look at myself, then I smiled, my bright, white fangs glimmering from the candlelight behind me. I then ran out, the song in my head, ready to sing. When I got there, I was in the back, unable to see Jack. I got a bit sad. Thank you for trying verbos. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. But then the music began blaring through the town. Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange? Come with us and you will see, this is our town of Halloween. I started singing along, and the witch next to me smiled. What a lovely voice you have! I blushed, even if my makeup kept it hidden. My voice soared and became more audible throughout the crowds. I then saw a familiar face. Jack Skellington. I felt my face go completely red as I stared at the thank you for trying verbos. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Tall skeleton before me. You have a lovely voice, miss. See me over in the cemetery after this is through. My body shook, and I almost fainted. Jack Skellington, the man of my dreams. I was finally going to meet him. I felt my heart go a million miles an hour as I then noticed he had left to go finish his show. After the show, I sat in the cemetery on top of the spiral hill. I held onto my knees as they rocked. Thank you for trying verbos. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Together. Hello? Miss? I turned my head, then saw the skeleton. He sat down next to me, his legs sitting up higher than mine, from his legs being so long. He smiled at me, then looked towards the moon. Do you like the moonlight? He asked, gazing up at it. Yes. Moonlight is like a safety blanket for me. I smiled. He turned to stare at me. Your eyes are so pretty. Such a wondrous bright blue. It must thank you for trying verbos. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Be the moon. I giggled a bit, a blush spreading across my cheeks. He then leaned in closer to me. Can I see what's behind that makeup? He then brushed his bony fingers against my smooth face. Maybe. I giggled. He then walked down the spiral detachment of the hill unfolding beneath his feet, as he then took some water from a pond nearby. He brought the bucket over, then sat down. Jack dipped his own fingers in the bucket and then he washed some makeup off of my face. My thank you for trying verbos. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. White skin, the same shade as his bones, was revealed to the dim light. He then dipped his whole hand into the water and he then wiped it across my face. What a pretty face! I then wiped the rest off with a hanky, except for my black eyeshadow. We talked all night, the moon slowly descending from the sky as the sun began rising. We then got up, and he walked me home. The smoldering hot skeleton stood at my doorstep, while I stood inside. Well, goodbye. He said, thank you for trying verbos. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. As he then did the unthinkable, he planted a kiss on my cheek. I blushed, and he smiled. Goodbye, beautiful. He walked away as I held my cheek. I then reached behind the door, closing it and leaning up against it. I then walked upstairs to my bathroom, changing into my satin, blood-red pajamas. After closing the lid of my coffin, I fell asleep, my arms folded over my chest. I opened my eyes after what seemed like years, and then I tried to push up the lid. It thanked you for trying verbos. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Didn't raise. I kicked the lid, trying to open it. Erg. After minutes of clawing at the lid, I heard a voice. Are you okay? Jack Skellington was looking down at me, worry apparent on his face. I then saw a message written on my wall. HEMINE.